Game of Thrones universe expands with Jon Snow show. Welcome to the channel. Subscribe if you love House of the Dragon, Game of Thrones, and deep dives into Westerosi lore. Let's begin. The world of Westeros is expanding once again, and this time, the focus is on one of the franchise's most iconic characters, Jon Snow. Since the controversial conclusion of Game of Thrones in 2019, fans have been hungry for more stories from George R.R. Martin's epic universe. And while HBO has already explored the Targaryen dynasty in House of the Dragon and hinted at other prequels, the announcement of a Jon Snow-centered series sent shockwaves across the fandom. For years, Jon Snow's story seemed to end with him riding beyond the wall alongside the free folk, leaving the North and the Iron Throne behind. But Kit Harington, who has portrayed Jon since the very beginning, hinted that the character's journey was far from over. HBO listened, greenlighting a series that will continue Jon's story, exploring the aftermath of the original series, new threats in the North, and the personal struggles of a man who has carried the weight of Westeros on his shoulders. In this video, we're going to break down everything we know about the Jon Snow show, the confirmed details, the rumored cast, potential storylines, production insights, and, of course, fan reactions. We'll also explore how this series could reshape the Game of Thrones universe and what it means for the future of Westeros storytelling. So, whether you're a diehard fan of the Starks, fascinated by the North, or just curious about what comes next, this video will give you the full picture. To understand the significance of the Jon Snow spinoff, we need to go back to the aftermath of Game of Thrones. The final season left fans with mixed emotions. Jon Snow, the presumed heir to the Iron Throne, chose exile over power after killing Daenerys Targaryen. He ventured beyond the wall with the free folk, a scene that left many viewers wondering what comes next. Kit Harington has long expressed interest in continuing Jon's story. According to insiders, Harington personally pitched ideas to HBO, believing that Jon's journey was unfinished. His vision for the character includes exploring themes of guilt, leadership, identity, and survival, elements that were only briefly touched upon in the series finale. HBO recognized the potential of continuing Jon's story. Unlike prequels such as House of the Dragon, which explore past dynasties, this series would serve as a direct sequel, picking up after the events of the main series. This makes it the first true continuation of the original saga, bridging the familiar with the unknown. The working title of the show remains under wraps, but rumors suggest it may simply be called Snow, emphasizing the centrality of Jon and his journey into the harsh, unforgiving North. With Harington also serving as an executive producer, fans can expect a show that is closely aligned with his vision for the character. The Jon Snow series is expected to pick up immediately after the events of Season 8. Jon's exile to the North sets the stage for a story focused on the uncharted territories beyond the Wall. This region, previously shrouded in mystery, is rumored to hold new threats, unknown creatures, and untamed wilderness that will challenge Jon and the free folk. While the North is a familiar environment, the series is likely to expand into previously unexplored areas, potentially introducing ancient ruins, hidden civilizations, and mystical forces. HBO has indicated that the tone will be darker and more introspective, reflecting Jon's personal struggles and the isolation of the frozen North. The show will also grapple with the political ramifications of Jon's choices. While he has abandoned the throne, the aftermath of Daenerys' death and the reshaping of Westeros' political landscape cannot be ignored. There may be connections to other regions of Westeros, especially the North under Sansa Stark's rule, and possibly distant glimpses of the Seven Kingdoms still reeling from the recent wars. Ultimately, the setting promises a balance of familiar locations and entirely new territories, allowing the series to feel fresh while remaining grounded in the rich lore of Westeros. Fans can expect sweeping vistas, harsh climates, and cinematic landscapes that highlight both the beauty and danger of the North. The casting of the Jon Snow spinoff is a major point of speculation. Kit Harington is confirmed to reprise his role, and his involvement as an executive producer indicates a strong influence over creative decisions. Other likely returning characters include Tormund Giantsbane. Christopher Hivju, Jon's loyal friend and wildling leader, is almost certain to appear, given that he accompanied Jon beyond the wall. Their dynamic provides humor, camaraderie, and emotional depth. Ghost, Jon's dire wolf, a fan-favorite companion, will likely play a significant role. Early reports suggest Ghost will be more than just a symbolic presence, possibly participating in action sequences and emotional moments. Sansa Stark. Sophie Turner is Queen in the North. Sansa may appear in a limited capacity, especially if Jon's journey intersects with Northern politics. Arya Stark. Maisie Williams. Arya's future travels to the West remain open-ended. Rumors suggest she could return for a cameo, though this is less certain. Brienne of Tarth, Gwendolyn Christie, or Samwell Tarly. John Bradley. These appearances are considered possible, particularly if the story involves ties back to Westeros or Jon's past alliances. Fans have also speculated about entirely new characters, including wildling leaders, northern shamans, and mysterious figures from uncharted lands. These additions would expand the universe while introducing fresh dynamics and conflicts. Casting rumors also hint at new antagonists and mystical beings beyond the wall, suggesting that the series will combine familiar characters with exciting new ones. This balance between nostalgia and novelty is critical to maintaining fan engagement and creating compelling storytelling. While HBO has kept plot details under wraps, fans and industry insiders have speculated about possible storylines. Here's what we might expect. 1. Jon as a leader beyond the wall. With the free folk by his side, Jon may assume a leadership role in the North, protecting his people from environmental threats, rival clans, and emerging mystical forces. This would explore Jon's sense of duty and moral responsibility outside the framework of Westerosi politics. 2. Exploration of Jon's Targaryen identity. As Aegon Targaryen, Jon's royal heritage was revealed late in the original series. The spin-off could delve into his internal conflict over this identity, exploring themes of power, legitimacy, and personal choice. Will Jon embrace his lineage or reject it entirely? 3. Emergence of new threats. While the Night King is gone, the North remains dangerous. Rumors suggest that the series could introduce ancient creatures, rival tribes, or remnants of supernatural forces, challenging Jon in ways he has never faced. 4. Psychological exploration. Kit Harington has indicated that Jon will be darker and more introspective. The series may examine his guilt over Daenerys' death, the weight of leadership, and the personal sacrifices he has endured. Fans can expect a more intimate portrayal of Jon's emotional struggles. 5. Political tensions. Jon may find himself entangled in northern politics, possibly interacting with Sansa, Davos, or other allies.